Hey guys, it's Sunny.
And Lola.
And today we have a project we've been working on for a little while. We have a doll room for a mermaid room slash grotto. I don't know what we're calling it just yet, but
Mermaid Grotto.
The Mermaid Grotto. Okay, hashtag Mermaid Grotto in the comments below.
How do you even spell that? Like,
I don't know. But before we get started showing you this room, Lola, what should the people do?
make sure, since it's hashtag mermaid, to share this video with your friends and all the cool people in your life.
Right, and so now we want to get started. Before I show you everything, I just want to say thank you to MyFroggyStuff and the Doll Boy for inspiring this room, this little room setup. And when I say room setup, this is going to be a little bit interchangeable. We're going to show you what we're doing with it. And
it's mine.
Lola's already claimed it.
Oh,
but let me give you a little quick look here. Okay, so we have this like part here where you have a room with a shell bed, and then we have this part over here which is more like a grotto area. So it's like grottos, I think, basically an underwater cave. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, but the best part about the way we've set this up is a lot of the components can be taken apart and mix and match and moved around so that you can make it interchangeable for your dolls.
And that's one of the things I love about it, just real quick, that I want to say is I love about a lot of the Froggy crafts and like Doll Boy, and there's lots of others that do these things. When something is interchangeable, there's so many different ways to play. And I'm like,
right.
As soon as I get off on work on Friday, I'm like, I'm gonna play the Mermaid Grotto.
And oh goodness, I was starting to cough. And Lola has been waiting for me to finish this, and I just got finished with it yesterday, and she had to work, of course, today. So, and we had to wait for it to dry. We decided to do this archway at the last minute. We had seen one that Froggy did in her most recent mermaid room, and so I was really excited about trying it, but then we decided to do it differently than she did for a couple reasons, and we'll get into that right now.
Yeah.
But first we want to talk about our doll finds for this room.
Okay.
So first of all, we use recycled cardboard.
Yes, that's the best part.
We use plants that we had thrifted from a thrift store haul, and then I just cut the plants up, right?
Yes.
We made the shell bed that's over here, and we'll show that to you in a little bit more detail. We, here in a few minutes, oops, the camera decided not to focus. Okay, and then over there you will see silver pillows, which we used in a previous tutorial. Do you remember which one?
Yes, we did. We used those.
Or not a tutorial,
no, we haven't
but a room.
showed those, but
We made them for a doll room.
yes,
Remember?
we haven't made that room.
Oh, we haven't made that room?
No.
We just made the pillows and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, that shows you how...
And I need silver pillows for something, so...
Okay, well, we'll show you the doll bed here in just a minute. Where do you want to start at? You want to start with the other doll finds?
Well, I just want to real quick also note that everything here, except for the dolls, of course, and these little plants, is handmade. So...
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, the fabric's not handmade, but...
Well, close enough.
We made everything and put it all together.
Actually, it might have been handmade.
Okay. Well, let's start with some of the other things that we're going to show you that we're going to use in this room. So one of the things that we found at our local Walmart are these value packs. I think they were called value packs of aquatic plants. And you can get 3 small ones in a pack for, I think it's like $2.87. And you can get 2 or 3 of these larger ones for like, I think $3 or $4.87, something like that. But I mean, basically we spent less than $10, and because we have a lot of plants, you know, you don't have to do these. You can use other plants, and think about buying plants in your local Goodwill and spray painting them. That would be a great idea if you can't find plants like these.
And
or can't afford them.
Can also find some of these plants at the Dollar Tree. They do make fake plants, so you can get those there. And some other little things we have. I don't know what technically these are called, but I call them like little baubles.
Okay.
And like little. So we have some pearls that we actually found at. Well, first off, I want to start with the jars. The jars were from a previous craft where we did the IKEA
inspired kind of spring
challenge.
Room. Yes.
And we just didn't paint these, and so we had those extra, and I was like, we should use those. And then Sunny found these pearls, which we have in this little baggie here, in strands on clearance for what, 79 cents?
I think they were at a Michael's, and they were like 79 cents, 59 cents, something like that. So I bought the strands at Pearls.
And then we have this bag of beads, which we found in our stuff.
I think somebody gifted those to us. They were done with them, and we picked them up.
It's like ASMR, totally like. So use what you have. Number 1 tip is...
You forgot the other stuff that we have.
Oh,
we have more stuff.
The number one tip I have is just use what you have. And so don't feel like you have to go out and buy a lot of stuff for these rooms, you know?
Actually, we bought these at a craft store using a coupon. We got them 50% off, I think, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And the only reason we bought some is we didn't have any. And then when Lola's grandmother showed up this week, she actually brought some. So these are just extra that we had. But we had shells. Okay, you want to show those?
And then these are really cool. I may need you to focus in a little bit. I just dropped dolls everywhere. These we found at the dollar store, and they were each, guess how much?
$1.
$1.
And they're super cute too.
And I mean, they're not perfect scale doll wise, but I think it's kind of like having a pretty like sculpture or like a music box even kind of thing.
Some people buy sand sculptures like that to put in their house when they go on trips and that sort of thing.
And I don't know if this is helpful, but I do have a barcode here if you want to see this little barcode here.
Let's see if it'll focus. There you go. Dollar General. Don't move it in closer. There we go. Right there. So if you're interested in those, I actually found those with the garden stuff, like all the little miniature garden stuff. And then you want to show the lights, what we did with those lights?
And at last I see the lights.
So we bought this. Yeah, it's okay if they're tangled. Just leave them like that. We can show it. So we bought these. The light we bought at Target a long time ago. They clearanced them out in the dollar section. I think we paid $1.50 for them. And then we bought this blue tubing, I think at the Dollar Tree around Easter time.
Yes.
And this makes really cool lighting as well for some kind of decoration in the room.
Well, and I mean, too, another thing you can do is, I know that's obviously not a good angle for her, but another thing you can do with stuff like this is to take doll photography with it. So really creative angles. So definitely worth it.
Okay, so those are some of the doll finds we have for this room. Oh, what about the sparklies? Where are all the sparklies? The sparkle little glittery things.
I almost forgot the sparklies.
Oh my goodness, how could you forget the sparklies? Okay, so these are going to be used for artwork later on, which we still have to create. But, not Lola. MyFroggyStuff used pearl stickers, and we had a hard time finding the pearl stickers, but I found these at Michael's and had a 50% off coupon, so we used those, and these. Okay, and these kind of reminded me of like bubbles, and I thought they would be really pretty in this room with all these colors here. Then we have some.
This is my favorite paper.
Glitter paper. We bought this at Joann's, and I think it was like 50% off, and then I used a coupon. And then at Walmart, we bought a huge pack of these gemstones, and these are already adhesive. They've already got the adhesive on the back. And they look like this, and we bought a huge pack of them. I think these were less than $3.
And the thing is, when you buy huge packs like this, is for $3, you have so many different things you can use for other rooms.
Right.
So you don't feel like you have to buy even the little packs. Buy the big packs.
Right. Well, that's why I bought these, because over at Michael's, like a big pack that wasn't even this big was like $11 regular price. I know. So we're going to use those for artwork later on in the room. And, you know, as we start decorating up the room and, like, getting more things finished with it, we'll definitely start posting pictures on Instagram.
Yes.
But let's go ahead right now, and we're going to pause for a moment, and we're going to move the room around so you can see it in a different way, and we'll load some of the plants and stuff in, and maybe one of the castles or something, and you guys can see it set up a little bit different.
And we're back, and the first thing I want to show is, where are you going?
Well, I said I wanted to show the room.
Where are you going?
I want to show it how it looks filled with the plants.
I'm obsessed.
And the shells.
It's mine.
And we'll show our little secret here. We have them clipped together with a little binder clip down here.
Nobody sees
the floor is warping a little bit, but this is for photography purposes and for like play purposes, so it doesn't matter. You want to talk about the room itself, like how it was made, and then we'll talk about the bed?
Okay, so this is actually fabric. It's a flannel that we got at JCPenney. Joann's Fabric. I was for some reason saying JCPenney. We got it at Joann's Fabric. It was 50% off, and I think it was like what, $2.50 or $3 for a yard?
I think, for a yard of it.
And it's just magical. That was actually one of the first things that we picked up. And I found, I was like, we have to get it.
And we were like, it looks so much like Mermaid. Like, I don't know, it just called out Mermaid. It looks like water and
under the sea.
Yeah.
And so,
you want to talk
floor
about?
Is not paper mache. It's tissue paper on cardboard, several layers, and then which is green. So if you see like a green kind of shining through a little bit, like right over there, It is green, but I like that look. It's just me.
It goes with the green in the room.
This is just, though, kind of distressed with a little bit of gray on top of some black paint. And so the other thing I like about this is it's flat enough that if you want to throw in like a wood floor and just have this as your room, you could totally do that. So
that's how we wanted it made. We want it made interchangeable. So each of these pieces is separate. And you can pull this away and move it, and you can put it on this wall instead if you want to put the bed on this side. And also you can just have it individually. So we wanted to make sure that we could take it apart, put it back together in different configurations. Same with the arch. That's why we made it all movable. So.
And then these shelves right here and this, the seat, I almost called it a bench. This seat right here and the shelves are just layered cardboard. I mean, all it really is cardboard. And so I'll make sure that I link down below in a comment or in our bio.
Right.
The description. I call it bio.
For both Froggies and the Doll Boy.
Because that's big inspiration.
They both did this technique. I think the Doll Boy was inspired by Froggy as well. And so they both did this technique. That's where I was inspired by it. And each and every one of us do our own take on it. So there's that.
Okay, now we have to talk about the bed, all right?
Okay.
So I'm going to pull this off and show you each individual piece, not each individual one, but I want you guys to see kind of what we have here. And so we have 3 little pillows. These are kind of for the sides here just to give it some oomph, like to push it up a little bit so that it's not sitting flat.
Right.
This is a shell-shaped mattress, but I think it could be a blanket too if you really wanted it to.
Right, like a
fluffy
comforter.
blanket. Yeah. And so we have these silver pillows, which this fabric also came from Joann's fabric. I needed it for a project, and I still
Pretty much
work on
all
that
of the
project.
fabric from Joann's lately.
And this is something that was very simple to make. Once we got the design down, if you really want a tutorial, please don't say that you do. But if you really want one,
We didn't make it the way we wanted to make it, so this is like our first try. We think we could do it better next time, but
all it is though is cardboard, and it's taken and we've kind of curved it, and so it's not the most sturdy, but it, like if you fell on it, it'd probably break.
it's been paper mache after the cardboard, and then on top of the paper mache, we did the tissue and paint, and well, tissue with Mod Podge, and then paint on top of that.
And then another layer of paint. So it's shaped like a shell, and there's lots of different ways that you can use it. You can use it as a chair. You could probably even take it and use it this way.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put it up like this. I mean, there's 100 different things.
You could prop it up on something like, you know, if you build a box or something for it underneath.
And so there's a lot of versatility with it. It took like 2 days to make. So
it was a lot of trying to figure out and engineering and like making patterns that didn't work and
it was really
that sort of
simple,
thing. But we had a lot of fun with it, and that was the important thing. We wanted a shell for a bed because we thought about Ariel and how Ariel sleeps in a shell, like a purple shell or something. So that's why we chose that shape. And they can lay on it, and they can lay straight forward if they want. So you want to show her the other direction?
This way. She could lay this way. She could sit on the edge.
Right.
There's lots that she can do in her bed.
And now we're going to show you over here in the grotto area. You want to show them like what the dolls look like in there, how you can put them.
Absolutely. I really love this feature because I feel like there's so many different dolls and so many different avenues that you could go with this.
Right.
And so I have a color change mermaid from 2012, I think.
She's so pretty.
She's like my favorite mermaid, and she's a Teresa. Shout out to all the Teresa lovers. Hashtag Teresa in the comments.
And it will fit actually several dolls. Like if you scoot them over, if you didn't load it up with plants.
Yeah.
You want to put another mermaid over here for us?
And that's the thing that I like is there's a lot of versatility. I mean, it's not just a grotto. It could be a cave even. It could be...
Well, and that is actually what we're going to show here in a little bit, how once we unload it, we bring the arch back in. We want to show you how it's not only going to be an underwater cave like a grotto, but it's also could be a cave for like your camping scene or something like that, for something for your dolls as well.
I mean, there's 100 different things that, I mean, it could even be like a rainforest.
Yeah,
if
you could
build
decorate
stuff like
this,
a rainforest.
add some trees and all sorts of things, add other plants. I mean, there's lots you could do with it.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part. I'm just going to go turn this off and I'm going to go play with it now. No, it's really, I'm really happy with it and how it turned out. I feel like there are a few little things we need to add, like maybe a furniture piece or two.
Some artwork, like over here, especially in the bedroom, there's nothing on the wall, which, I mean, there's a lot going on the wall. But we wanted to add, like, I loved what Froggy did in her most recent mermaid room where she did, like, watercolor.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted to put my own spin on one of those and do a little bit of a watercolor with those beautiful gems. I think that would be really pretty and very stunning on the wall. So I want to try that. I mean, you want to try some more bedding.
You need to work on a bed in my size, the seashell bed. But yeah, so now we're going to go ahead and take everything and do the old switcheroo. Right. And we're going to show you what this looks like as a cave.
Exactly. So we'll be
right back.
And we're back. Whoops. And Stan is not steady on his feet.
Come on, Stan. Pull it together, man.
Let's take a look around. So what we did was we brought in that removable arch. Again, this is all just cardboard and tissue paper and paint just built up in layers, and paint and plants added to it and glued kind of in the crevices. So you can hopefully see that
word.
Crevices. And then you can see in the background, you can see the grotto / cave back there. And so you want to show what it looks like if Stan were to walk in the cave. Of course, it would be a lot darker than it is right now.
Okay, set the scene here.
Okay, set the scene.
Yo, where am I? Oh, I don't do a very good Stan voice. Stan's voice is not here with us right now, so.
He's lost in the woods, so he's going to take shelter in the cave. Go, Stan.
I should have, like, got him a guitar and he could be like, gather around the campfire, sing a campfire song.
We need a little campfire there.
Look at him.
I guess you guys can see the versatility here of how you can show this in pictures and show, you know, someone in a cave. It looks like they're in a cave. And, you know, you can move the angles. You can push this back a little bit more if you want to show it closer. So let's bring it like this.
And the other thing I was going to say, too, is the thing I love about this is you could take this arch outside, set it up in the grass, and you'd have a really cool scene. So there's lots of versatility.
Where's the glitter paper? Let's show that in behind this rock also and show like what that would look like if we've got a piece of glitter paper. And you could take a piece of glitter paper. Of course, Stan's legs are in the way there, Lola.
Come on, Stan.
Come on, cooperate with me, Lola. Help me out here. So she just don't stand on the ground. Poor Stan. So if you got something that you could put this on, you could put this in behind there and take pictures in front of the rocks. You could do water like Froggy did. She did like plastic, and then she mixes Mod Podge with like a blue marker, and she puts that in there as well. So
that would be really cool in this. I don't know if it would warp it or anything, but if you like slime, if you could figure out a way,
that would be
to
cool.
do something really cool.
Do you want to show? Let's show this. Let's show this arch by itself. You want to pull out that rim real quick?
In 3, 2, 1.
And now you're going to see everything behind it. Okay, so let's show you this arch all on its own, and you can see it's self-standing. So I made it wide enough at the base, at the bottom. So we're going to turn it like this.
Oh, sorry.
So you can see it wide enough at the base that it will stand on its own. It's a little wobbly, so I mean, I don't know if it would hold up a doll all on its own. You have a doll?
Yeah.
Okay,
here,
so
we need a stand. Stands are our test.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, look, see? That's really cool. That's really cool. Now you put some plants around on the ground. You put some trees in the background. You get a tree background. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I think that looks really good. And I'm not tooting my own horn, but I am in a way. Because I really like the way it turned out.
I think he likes it, obviously.
You know when you do something and it just turns out better than you thought it was going to be? Like, that's how I feel about this arch.
Have I ever told you you're my hero?
So, guys, that is all. We hope you really enjoyed this video. I'm not going to do a tutorial on this because Froggy does a tutorial on how to do this process, and so does the doll boy, and so I'm not going to do a tutorial on this. I will tell you where I found things if you want to comment below if you have a question about it. If you have a question about the process and you want to know what I learned about the process, definitely ask in the comments below, and I will definitely respond to those questions.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram because you will see pictures.
Lots of pictures.
Behind the scenes pictures. What it looks like. What we set it up as. So make sure you follow us on Instagram.
What we add to it. So.
Yeah. So also don't forget to share this video with your friends. And hit the subscribe button below or in the top right corner at the end of the video to subscribe and ring the bell to become part of our notification squad.
Right. And if you are enjoying Mermaid as much as we are, stay tuned because we have some other mermaid stuff that we're going to share with you. I know we're kind of late in the game this month, but that's okay.
Well, I think it's just marvelous. So,
on that note, we'll end on one of Lola's silly puns and with Stan dancing around in front of the screen. We love you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope to see you in our next video, which will just happens to be tomorrow.
yay! Bye!
Bye!